Welcome back to another episode of All Meat, Hold the Anchovies.
David, before we get started, I have a question for you, a very serious question.
Okay, very serious question, I'm sure.
Yes. Is it legal? What?
Oh, press record. You know we're recording, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it legal to record a podcast episode on very strong pain medicine? Because I am on some. See my new cast?
That's
Purple.
pretty. That's
Because
nice.
My granddaughter said purple. Dadgummit, it's loose, man.
So
I want it to be so tight that I'm thinking, man, this is too tight. But no.
I have a response and
Oh.
I have a question.
Okay.
The response to your question is, I'll let you know in about 40 minutes. And my question is, did you know you were getting a permanent? Is that a permanent cast?
Yeah.
Did you know you were getting that?
Yeah. 2 weeks in the splint,
Okay.
which was tighter and bigger than this.
Right.
And then 4 weeks in this. And then I'll be in a Velcro something.
Yeah.
But man, it hurts. I know I'm whining. I'm sorry, but it hurts.
I had the Velcro for my carpal tunnel before I had the surgery, especially when I slept, so I wouldn't curl my hands or anything or put them in those positions. Yeah, but I'm sure that's just to keep you from bending it wrong.
I know, but like,
hold it up again
right here where the padding of my thumb is right on the edge of the cast.
Yeah.
So like that's annoying as heck.
But isn't that the position your hand was in that got you in trouble in the first place? The stretched out thumb? I thought that's
well, yeah, but that's
you didn't think I was. No, I wasn't referring to anything else. I was talking about you said your hand on the mouse pad, silly.
I know that.
Not giving the middle finger or anything. I wasn't referring to no, I'm just kidding.
You were referring to what?
I said I'm not referring to you giving the bird or anything, no, because you're not.
No. I mean, yeah, granted, but it was actually further out to the left. But I'm not doing this anymore. Look, I'm not doing this motion anymore with that thumb. So, but my goodness, man, it's just. However, the good part about this is I've gotten out of a lot of housework. I mean, like the laundry is piled up. And the kitchen's a mess. Connie's going to have to break down and do something.
So to answer your question, it might be legal, but it might not be a good idea to podcast on pain medication.
Oh, the thing about this pain medicine, it doesn't really. It'll make me a little tired, like 45 minutes to an hour after I take it.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't get loopy or anything. I don't want it because of how it makes me feel. You know what I mean? Like some people get addicted to this stuff because it makes them feel high and awesome or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Feel that. I guess if I took 2 of them to try to get that feeling, but I don't want to do that. So, because I don't want to toy with possible addictions and stuff.
Yeah. They gave me Oxy from I want to say it was either one of my dental surgeries or my knee surgery. And I took them as I needed them.
Yeah.
Which was only a few days. And I had one left. And I'm like, I really don't feel like I need it. And Terry's like, well, don't take it. I said, no, you're right. I'm not going to take it. And then I remembered the last time I took it and I needed it, I had a really good day. It was like, I felt like I could get out, be active and stuff. And I'm thinking, maybe I'll save that for a day where I really just don't feel good. And I thought, you know what? That's how people get addicted to this stuff.
It makes me tired. How in the world did it give you energy?
It just made me not think about the pain I was in for whatever issue I was having. Yeah, it did. It just gave me energy. It was weird.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it
doesn't even relieve all the pain for me.
I get up now and my knees sound like I'm stepping on bubble wrap.
Yeah.
And then my back, I can crack my back. It just, at work, I used to have an Apple Watch my kids gave me till the band broke, and it was an older one, but it would say, hey, you need to stand up if you're not standing up. And that was really great. So now I have it on my phone, and I'm like, I stand up like every 15 minutes. If I'm stuck at my desk,
Yeah.
I will stand up and just do like 5 minutes of such feel good stretching. And it makes such a difference. I feel like I can work a lot longer. I'm more alert when I sit back down, but I also feel it in me. And I could tell when I wasn't doing it before, but
Yeah.
now I almost look forward to standing up and stretching. And it's so good.
What about getting a stand-up desk?
I've had one of those before, and I find myself sitting down a lot when I have a stand-up desk. But I do have access to one, and to be honest, I'm thinking about getting it out of the supply closet again, because I do have one at work. I just don't have it at my desk right now. But in fact, my endo doc, the nurse told me, I think I told you this. Yeah, stand-up desk is like exercising, just because you're on your feet the whole time.
Yeah, my boss has a regular desk, and then in front of his window he has a stand-up desk.
Yeah.
So he kind of alternates. I'd love to get one, but I don't know where I'd put it in my office because I have one of those L-shaped desks.
Yeah.
Well,
see, the problem with the one I have is it sits on top of your desk.
Oh.
And it lifts up. So even if I wanted to sit down, if it sat back down, it would still be up here. So I could type on the desk, but I'd be looking up at the keyboard, which actually would be good for my neck because I spend too much time on my iPad looking down at my iPad. And that I could feel that in my neck too. Believe me, ever since you had your surgery, I'm thinking about my hands on the iPad and my neck looking down. Yeah. I'm like, let's start holding stuff up in the air. So maybe, I don't know, maybe next time we podcast, I'll tell you about me getting the stand-up desk back down because you're right. I should do something just to change.
Well, that kind of makes me want. I forgot they made them where they sit on your desk.
Yeah. Well, see, I'd rather have one that was the desk itself because there's some at the hospital where it's like 4 poles, legs of the desk, and it's just a flat desk. But you can press a lever and it lifts.
Yeah, or you push a button and then it goes to a memory spot. Yeah,
the one I have is about so wide, so deep, and it actually, you twist something and it just automatically levers up. Right. You stand up with it, and it's perfect height for me. And then you lever it down, but it's still this tall off your desk. It's not flat.
Or so off your desk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, basically, that side of your desk becomes unusable unless you're standing.
Precisely. And I would have to put that on the window side. I've got an L-shaped as well, cube. And the left side's got cabinet, so I can't put it there. I'd have to put it on the window side, which wouldn't be bad. I'm making excuses, and it should be doing it. So
I'm trying to think how. I mean, I'd almost have to have it. Because I wouldn't want my computer on it. Although I have a laptop, so I could move my computer over on it.
Yeah, that would be very easy. Because mine's the monitor. I have a giant 32-inch monitor I look at.
Well, when I go to work, I connect well, not right now I don't because I can't use my mouse. So I have to use my touch pad on my computer. But I just plug my computer in and then my 30-something inch monitor.
Oh, yeah.
Monitor. So, but... yeah. So anyway, I got the cast put on today, and they left me lots of room for my fingers here.
Got an itchy stick?
No, you're not allowed to put your finger inside of the cast.
No, a stick.
You're not allowed to put a stick in there either.
Really? Since when?
Since the little paper that I got with me with the cast.
They say why?
Huh?
They say why?
Yeah, you could mess up your skin.
Oh.
Or, I mean, because your skin gets sensitive in there.
You put a Q-tip on the end of a chopstick, and you stick it in and it just rubs slightly. Just Q-tip. Just slightly.
Yeah.
So, are you finished talking about your cast? Are we done whining about you?
I just feel, I don't know if it's supposed to be loose like this. See it?
It does move slightly for those that can't see what we're talking about right now.
It makes me feel all nervous about my thumb.
But if it didn't move, to me, that would be more restricting, I would think.
Okay. Well, that would make sense, David. Yes.
Yes. But
if it was tight enough to not move, it would indeed be more restricting.
But the Velcro thing you're going to be wearing is going to be tighter, but it's also going to be smaller. It's not going to cover your hand like that thing is. It's going to be more of just a brace.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I still can't write with this hand, and I have to lean over with my left hand to start the car. That's not fun. So, okay, let's stop complaining.
So we're going to transition out of the "woe is me" segment of the podcast.
All right.
Go to something more fun to make you think, to distract you.
To distract me from my
Yeah.
pain.
Last night, Sunday nights I work with the youth, mainly cooking for them, and we have great conversations. It's really a chance to hang out with other men. We were talking about in fact, the whole day it seemed like the subject of the difference between kids today and us when we were kids, and how things change. And even in class, we were talking about how kids think they know everything, just like we did when we were younger. We don't need all this advice and stuff, and just how different things is. And just to make a point as to who we both are, I made this point in Connect Group that even though, clothes have changed, technology's obviously changed, schools have changed, the world has changed, but the Bible's never changed. So that's one constant that needs to be in everybody's life. Just saying that right now.
Yeah.
But cell phones, we're talking about cell phones. And this made me think about something that I posed last night. And I said, all right, you got a cell phone. I said, I'm going to test this out on you guys, and then I'm going to bring it up to Dwaine tomorrow night. Of all the different things your cell phone can do, I'm going to make you narrow it down and pick just two.
Oh, come on. Really?
Pick the two things. Pick two things. I'm not going to tell you how to pick them. I'm just going to say you're only going to be able to pick two things. I will tell you how. Only going to be able to pick two features of your cell phone to keep for a year or something, whether it's forever or not. It doesn't matter because it's not.
That I don't want to give up.
That you never want to give up. Two things. Because everything else, we'll say for a year. Everything else you're going to have to give up just for the phone, not in life. Just for the cell phone.
I understand that. What feature of the phone?
And what I was going to do was give you the phone part and give you one more, the actual phone part of the cell phone. But that's not one I would choose. I don't like talking on my cell phone. So that's probably not one of the two things I would choose for my cell phone.
Okay, hold on. Am I choosing the only two things I'm allowed to have, or the two things that I don't want to be without? Which one am I choosing?
What's the difference?
Well, there's a big difference. If there's only two things you can have, then you're not having every single other thing on the phone.
Correct.
If you're just picking two things that you can't have, then you have your phone, but there's two major things you're not.
Oh, no. No. You've been given a device. That looks like a cell phone. And they tell you can only have two features on this device.
You can only have two features on it.
Yeah, so what two features would you have on this little device that's been given to you that resembles an old phone you used to have?
Oh, I would use the phone, and I'd use the messaging. Absolutely. Oh. That's the primary function of the phone.
But see, I wouldn't. I would go with messaging because that's the number one thing I do on my phone is texting
all the time.
The second thing I would probably use is the camera, because I like not having to carry anything else around, and I take a lot of pictures, especially of food. But the phone part is probably what I'd give up because, one, I don't like talking on the phone, and I don't take a lot of calls on my cell phone. Unless it's my wife or my mom.
Otherwise, you have a phone at work, but you don't have one at home, do you?
I'm not counting. Yeah, I'm not counting separate phones. I'm not.
No, I understand that. I'm saying you wouldn't have to have your phone on your cell phone because you have phones at work, and I hope you don't have one at home. You don't have one at home, do you?
We have a landline, but we don't answer it, and it doesn't ring. But it's part of the pet bundle. If we got rid of it, we'd actually have to pay a few more dollars.
Okay.
So we kept it.
Okay. So if I wanted to call you, I'd call you at work, which is what I do anyway, or I'd call you at home, which I don't remember.
Even without the work phone, I would still choose not to have a phone on a trip. If I was taking my cell phone on a trip and could only take two features, I would take my camera and my messaging.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. The camera wouldn't be one of my top choices.
Yeah.
But definitely, I use my phone for work, but I guess if we're talking pleasure only, I'd still want my phone because that's how I get in contact with people.
Mm-hmm.
And that and messaging. That's true, but I don't know of anything else I'd want to keep. I guess the camera would be the only other thing.
If you had one of your grandchildren in front of you, you would say your camera. That's all I'm saying. I'm just going to drop the cell phone at that point and walk away.
You're going to drop the cell phone? Drop the microphone on the cell phone?
That's right.
Drop the mic, cell phone. Maybe true, but okay.
Yeah, there's no.
And because messaging and phone calls are both a way of communication, and you by far use messaging more than phone, then I mean I'm not going to change my answer, but I can definitely see how texting and the phone, because they're totally different apps, they're totally different things.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I can see that. Crud, man. I should have had all day to think about that.
I
That's
did.
a lot.
I lied to you about that. I didn't. Yeah. So I normally send Dwayne questions ahead of time, but I didn't want to think about this too much. But I couldn't stop thinking that I have not thought on the other ones. I had a couple others I came up with, but
You come up with? I
so
want to hear him.
huh?
I want to hear him.
No, no. I'm going to ask him, but I did want to clear up something from the last podcast that we did. If you dropped me at a Rush concert where I didn't have to do anything but stand in the concert and enjoy it, I would enjoy it.
Oh, okay.
So, but I'll be honest, the number one thing is the cost. Concerts are so expensive these days.
I
You go to
know.
a concert, it's just is it worth the money to me? And that's where I draw the line. It's not. I'm not afraid of crowds, because you made a good point about you just don't want to be around people. You don't want to drive, and you don't want to walk from the parking lot to the concert. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I don't want to do that. But really, it's the cost these days
Experience
about
that
stuff.
concert would be
You're
amazing.
right. The concerts that I did go through, especially in my 20s, were awesome. They were great.
So
I had a summer of 80s music concerts, and they were just fantastic. So, so here's another question.
all right.
And I did borrow some conversation starters, but I manipulated them a little bit. So for this question, here's the stipulations. You are in your 20s. You are single, not attached to anyone. Okay, you got that?
I
So
do.
it could be you. You could be someone else.
Was this the dream you had last night? Well,
No,
what's
not at
going
all.
on here? Okay.
No.
All right.
So,
I'm 20 and I'm single. I'm in my 20s and I'm single.
right.
Okay.
So a TV producer came to you and said, hey, I control every reality show that's ever been on TV. I'm going to let you pick one and go on that reality show.
Wait, it's ever been on TV or that is on TV?
Both. Any reality show that's ever been on TV, like even ones that are not on anymore, which I don't really know those.
And
Those are the
they'll
ones.
bring it back and let me be on it.
Yeah. So I'm talking anything from America's Got Talent to Real World to Deadliest Catch to The Bachelor, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Amazing Race, Survivor, Big Brother, any of those.
Aaron, that's not a reality show. It's a game show.
Which one?
Who wants to be a
Oh,
millionaire?
that's true. I'll take that off the list. You're right.
Okay, name them, because I don't remember all the reality shows. I remember Survivor.
All right. So there's Survivor, Amazing Race,
Ooh.
American Idol. Okay, I'll do it slower. Yeah, give me a reaction. A maybe or a never. Okay, we'll start with Amazing Race.
With you as my partner.
In our 20s, single. Okay.
With you as my partner.
So that's a contender. Okay.
We would kick butt in Amazing Race.
After we got knocked out the second week.
Well, unless we had to run somewhere.
Yeah, unless we had to run, unless we had to climb, unless we had to walk a tightrope.
Unless we had to bungee jump.
Yes.
Especially when you watch a reel on Facebook and the bungee breaks on somebody and they splat in the water. I'm telling you, you're an idiot if you get on a bungee jumping thing. Maybe not.
Guys, this is the first challenge. What do you mean you're not going to do the first challenge?
I know.
Yeah.
It was fun going to Europe or wherever we went. All right. So
Okay,
Amazing Race,
another-
absolutely with you.
American Idol.
No, I wouldn't. No,
Okay, America's Got Talent.
absolutely not.
Survivor.
Absolutely would.
What? Big
If I was
Brother.
in my 20s and single? Heck
Right,
yeah.
right. Exactly. Big Brother.
Yeah, probably.
Biggest Loser. If we were in the shape we're in now.
Thanks, David. When I was
I
in
need to be on The Biggest Loser.
school, I did not need The Biggest Loser.
It's a reality that was out there. So, all right, here's some better ones.
Probably
Alone.
not though, because they work out like 50 hours a day.
Yeah, I wouldn't qualify for Biggest Loser yet. Alone.
No, I wouldn't make it an hour on Alone, because that's real. That's not reality TV. That's just real.
Yeah, it's considered reality, but yeah, it's real. I would die.
understand
I would
that.
not survive. Naked and Afraid.
Are you kidding? No.
I'm not
Wait.
talking about
I'm in my 20s?
you're in your 20s. You're not affiliated with any church denomination or anything to that.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, probably. I'll say maybe. I mean, he's going to pay me money, right?
Oh yeah. So have you ever seen Deadliest Catch? You've seen that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
watching the
be
new
sick
season
all
now.
over myself, but that'd be fun.
I mean, the money. I just caught the end of last week before the premiere of the new season, and one crew made out with $120,000 for was it 4 months worth of work?
For each of them?
Yes, for each of them, because the boat made over $1 million.
Yeah.
It was a really big boat.
Nice.
I've actually thought about that, not seriously considered it. I've tried to imagine myself doing it.
That's a real show also. Now, I'm sure the producers manipulate some stuff.
Yeah.
That's a real show. The thing about Alone is there's no manipulation going on.
No. That one season you got me to watch was awesome. That was impressive. You would say no. I guess it's more of a game. Well, Top Chef. You would probably say no to that because you're not as interested in cooking.
Well, that can't.
What about The Masked Singer? Do you watch that?
Masked Singer. I've never watched it. I have no desire to, and I would not be on it.
Yeah, or The Bachelor.
Absolutely, I'd be on The Bachelor. I'm 20 and I'm 20 and single, and
no connections.
30 girls that want to date me. Heck yeah, I'd go on The Bachelor. What? Who wouldn't?
All right, so and I think I said The Real World. Remember that from MTV?
Again, this is like imaginary
single,
life
no connections.
Right now is in reality. I'm just a 20-something-year-old single, and there's nothing else involved in my life.
This is a question where you have no attachments to stop you from doing anything, right?
Okay. Yes, I would do The Bachelor.
So which you had to pick one though?
Oh, I gotta pick.
That's what I was trying to get you around.
Amazing Race. No, because we'd lose. Because we honestly couldn't do some of the stuff.
No, we wouldn't survive. But I also think you're thinking of us now.
That's true. And we were in our 20s. You know what? I'm going to say Amazing Race with you in our 20s.
Aww.
Now, you have to be in your 20s also. You can't be the old 60-year-old.
Can't be you. I'm not doing it with you, Pops. No.
I mean, if you look and are the same age as you are now, then no. But if you're 20-something, because I've seen you in your 20s, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I would never pass the health inspection. No.
Dude, man, there ain't no way no. That one's pretty cool.
I would be tempted to do Survivor, and I do like to think of us doing it together. That has a lot of attraction to it. But I'd be scared to death to lose early on Survivor. You know, I'd be afraid that I'd talk myself out of something or do something stupid, and I would be embarrassed. But that's also taking into account our history with Survivor. That, you know, we've got cred but we got podcast cred because we did it for so many years.
Yeah.
You know,
I need to apologize to the audience because I didn't realize it, but I was doing this.
I didn't hear you.
That? I can now. Hear it on the podcast because I've been banging my cast against the side of the computer.
Oh, okay.
The microphone is on the computer. Hey, I'm so bare bones with this podcasting thing now that I literally am using the microphone that's on my computer and the speakers that are on my computer.
It's amazing how good you sound.
I'm not even using a professional mic, headphones, nothing.
I am, because my mic would be my camera.
Yeah.
And I don't think that would do too well.
I got a really nice MacBook Pro, so it's got good microphone. I wouldn't do it if it just sounded. All right. What's your other one?
Well, if I was in shape, I would love to do Deadliest Catch just because I like the camaraderie of it and the challenge of it. If I was in shape, I like the challenge of that, plus the money you get out of it. But at the same time, if you won Survivor, you'd be even in better shape. I don't know. But yeah, I would never do anything with singing.
Deadliest Catch. Oh, me neither. Deadliest Catch would last longer because, I mean, you don't get kicked off the boat.
Right.
So that would last longer.
Unless you have to get medevaced off the boat.
The Bachelor would last a long time if you're the Bachelor. I wouldn't want to be on the Bachelorette. Let's see.
And even though we're both singers, I would not want my performance based on someone's opinion. Because the reason I stopped watching America's Got Talent is because if you don't have a great backstory, you're not going to go far in that show.
Right.
It drives me nuts when they talk about stuff, and the fact that people act so surprised when they see an act that they already knew what they were all about. It's too scripted and too fake to me, and I do appreciate the talent. There's a lot of great talented people, but I just don't care for that.
Well, and to be completely fair, I wouldn't last through the first auditions of American Idol or something. Yeah. Now my son Timothy could for sure. He's got that pop sound, and he can do all those runs and all that kind of stuff. Nathan, my oldest, would do it if it was like classical type of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, he would do really well. But I don't have that. I don't have that type of voice. I mean, I'm a decent singer, but I'm not, make a record.
The guy that came 2 people after you, Justin and Holly, the Hornsbys, the worship pastor, he's a really good singer. His wife is amazing. They were on a cruise on their vacation, and there was an American Idol audition on the cruise, which is kind of neat. So they both did it just for fun. And he's like, you know what? I'm not sure those people know what they're doing. He said, if they don't pick me, that's one thing. But if they don't pick my wife, at least to make the first round, they're really missing out. And she was great. She was a great singer.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of it has to do with your story.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I always used to laugh when American Idol would say, "This is a singing competition," and I would say, "No, it's not." Or you'd have better singers.
Yeah.
The Voice is more of a singing competition than American Idol is, and even it is scripted. I mean, even it is highly produced. But The Voice, you got to be a pretty darn good singer to make it on The Voice.
Now, I will admit that I catch myself at times watching because what I use Facebook now for is watching videos. It's like a scroll video thing. And same thing with Instagram. And I do catch myself watching the fastest buzzers, the quickest songs. And you're right. The Voice has got some extreme talent, and it's such a good range. But I don't watch The Voice because I don't want to listen to the banner or the coaching. I don't care about any of that. I just want to listen to the tryouts. I just like listening to that.
The only part of The Voice that we really enjoy are the turning of the chairs part of the competition. Once it gets past that, it's okay. I mean, you take somebody like how did I forget her name? She won American Idol first.
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, you take somebody like Kelly Clarkson, who sure was a great singer, even as a young kid, right? But she has had so much training now and so much experience. That woman is incredible. Absolutely incredible. There ain't anybody as good as Ariana Grande, though. Let me tell you that.
Where'd she come from?
She can imitate any singer, man. She is incredible.
I saw that, yeah.
Oh, man. But anyway, the one thing I did enjoy about The Voice sometimes was watching them coach these kids or these adults, whatever, coaching them. And like they were getting them to sing higher notes than they ever sang in their life, And they were like one time I saw them say, now don't use this. Don't pull your mic back. You just need to control your voice. So they teach them how to control and things like that. Man, I mean, they probably do that on American Idol too. I'm sure they do, but anyway. But
see, I'd rather see more of that than the stories. I don't really care about.
I want to see the act. Right.
Yeah, actual training. But I actually liked that other show you got me to watch, the songwriting show.
Yeah, that's not on anymore though, is it?
It's not. I haven't seen it anywhere around, but I enjoyed that. That was interesting watching them write songs, especially the professionals that helped them. That was really those people were smart.
Went in there with isn't at all what it sounded like when you came out, but still that's part of what happens when you write a song and you submit it. The producers get a hold of it and it's still your song, but it's someone else arranged it and did some other stuff with it.
Right.
That was an excellent show.
So another one I thought was kind of funny because I was asking a guy that worked this. Have we ever picked our death row last meals?
I'm sure we have.
All right. Well, it's been a little while, and we haven't done it on this podcast, have we?
Dude, I don't know. I get all our podcasts confused.
So, all right. So I'm going to give you your list of how many things you can get, and then we'll start with. Here's the whole list. So don't give me anything yet. You got to get 2 entrees.
I got to get 2 entrees.
3 sides. 1 dessert and 2 drinks. I'll give you 2 drinks.
Gotcha.
All right, so let's start with the drinks. Give me your drink order.
Drinks? Yes. Diet Coke, absolutely.
What's the other one?
Oh, I get 2 drinks.
Yeah, 2 drinks.
2 drinks. Diet Coke and
now your weight and your health have no bearing on.
I know. Ice cold water.
Oh, okay.
Ice cold Diet Coke both have to have ice in them.
Yeah. So mine would be. I wasn't going to pick water, but you're right. I mean, that is one of my favorite drinks is ice cold water. My other would probably be ice cold blue voltage Mountain Dew. Although Although a green monster would be really nice. Because the green monsters you introduced me to,
Yeah.
I try to have like one a month or one or two a month, just because they're good when you don't have them very often.
Speaking of monsters, I bought a TV for my game room, and I'm selling my other one. And Connie was like not really for me doing this,
Uh-huh.
But the one in our living room is just like amazing. And I got tired of having to drag my PS5 into the other room. And plus, I was watching a show that was kind of dark, and on my old TV, you just couldn't hardly see it, and it didn't look good. And I went into the living room to watch it, and it was like, oh. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, so part of the deal is I'm not supposed to drink Diet Cokes or Monster drinks unless I can have one a day, and only if we're like out to dinner or something.
So
I do stupid things to get TV.
The TV that I saw in the game room, was that still there?
No, I'm selling it.
Oh, so you've gotten one since I was there.
Well, yeah, yesterday or Saturday.
Oh, wow. Okay. Is it smaller or just better?
No, it's the same size. It's an OLED. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's an LG C2 55-inch. The one I have in the living room is an LG G1. So LG G1 was anyway. Regardless.
So my mom, since I'm gonna do a tangent because it kills time, but my mom needed a new TV for the kitchen, and she said, it's an 18-inch. So can you find me one? Because she lets me buy all her electronic stuff.
18-inch.
It sits on the bar of the kitchen, just sits on the corner on this little pedestal.
They sell 18-inch TVs?
That's what she said. She said it was 18. She says, but I went on Amazon because that's where I usually get her stuff. She don't want to go out shopping. I don't want to go out shopping because I don't even want to go to a concert. So I don't want to go out shopping. Right. So it sits on it's very small, but it sits on a pedestal. She'll watch it while she's doing dishes or listen to news when she's eating at her little table. So she goes, I measured it. It's 18 inches, but I don't see it on Amazon. I said, all right, I'll go check. I said, okay, here's a 17-inch and a 19-inch. It's going to be one of these two. It's probably not an 18-inch TV. Just letting you know, Mom.
She may not have done it diagonally.
She picked one, and it came. Did I tell you this? It came with a kickstand.
Yeah, cool. No,
yeah. It's kind of portable. It's kind of it is portable. It even came with a cigarette lighter for the car. But yeah, I know.
It didn't come with a cigarette lighter. It came with
a plug.
That goes to the cigarette lighter. I was like, why would a TV come with a cigarette lighter? It doesn't.
But her car is so. That's true. That it probably wouldn't come with that. But her car is so new. It might not even have a cigarette lighter.
It doesn't have a cigarette lighter.
Yeah,
you'll have to get an adapter like I had to.
No, she's not taking it.
A wrench that would sit in my passenger seat during Christmas, and I had to buy a USB to cigarette lighter adapter because I took out my cigarette lighter adapter to put USB things in.
Oh,
I know that sounds weird. But...
Okay, so we did our drinks.
We did our drinks. Okay, now what?
Drinks have arrived. Now, let's do the sides first.
Okay, so this totally random order. Okay,
totally random order. Give me your 3 sides.
Baked potato with butter, bacon, and cheese, with salt on the skin, cooked in aluminum foil and oil.
The way you and I did it, the way you taught me to do it.
So that's what I would get.
That's one.
And I eat the entire thing, including the skin.
All right, that's one side.
That's one side. The next side would be if they have really good French fries with ketchup.
What kind of French fries? You got to be specific.
Well, that's the point. I don't. Okay, curly fries.
Really?
Like Jack in the Box curly fries type of thing. What else? Like I don't like steak fries
because
they're
like steak fries.
Like baked potato. Well, they're too much like a baked potato. They got so much real potato in them that.
So one of my sides would be seasoned potato wedges, like the real.
Yeah.
I know. So let me do 2 of mine before you do your last one. I would definitely do seasoned potato wedges. I love potato wedge fries. I do like steak fries too when they're soaked in steak juice. But anyway, I would if I'm not picking 3 French fries. So if I went with one with where you still see some skin on them, potato wedges. Well, it's basically a cut up baked potato.
So you wouldn't need a baked potato.
No, I wouldn't want a baked potato. My second side would be sweet potato casserole.
Oh.
with the marshmallows and nuts on top.
Okay. Can I? Okay.
You may retract your
French
boring
fries
fries
because
with
I'm
ketchup.
already getting a potato. Why do I need French fries?
Right.
So I'm gonna go back on that one, and I'm gonna say sweet potato casserole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be so good. So my third side, if you want to think about this for a second, since I'm catching you off guard,
Yeah.
my third side. Oh man, as much as I love Ruth's Chris sweet potato casserole, if you've ever had theirs, because it comes with cinnamon. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I would probably do. Oh, this is harder because this is the last side. I really like corn pudding. You ever had corn pudding?
No desire to have corn pudding, but yes, I have had it. Not for my meal.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what my third one is.
Okay, I can't think of my third one right now. Give me your third one.
Really creamy, even with the like crusty cheese type, like it's been cooked so that the top is crusty. Macaroni and cheese.
Oh, as soon as you said crusty top, I thought, oh, I know what my last one is.
So on the side, I'm getting a Diet Coke or more. This is all bottomless, right?
That's right. That's right.
Diet Coke, I get a water, I get a huge baked potato with salt and oil and butter and all that stuff. And then I'm getting these amazing sweet potato casserole and this amazing macaroni and cheese with the crusty top. Oh!
Now, I would want my mac and cheese not only to be homemade, just like you would want.
Yes.
But you ever had barbecue mac and cheese?
No, but I mean, if they want to throw me some barbecue in there, that's fine.
Get some pulled pork on top. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in a second.
Hey, what's your third?
It was mac and cheese.
It was?
As soon as you said crusty, sure. I didn't have a third. I was thinking something green. I like asparagus. I like Brussels sprouts, but at the same time, I want that gooey.
In about an hour. So
gooey, the what?
I said, at the same time, you're dying in an hour. Why waste it on something green?
Exactly. I was trying to think of something different that tasted good, but I would choose a creamy mac and cheese with a crusty flavor.
You got mac and cheese for me. I got sweet potato casserole from you.
This is true. Oh, so good, so good.
Next, the main course or the dessert?
Let's go with our one dessert.
We only get one dessert.
We only get one dessert. Gotta make it special. I think I know what mine. Oh no, I don't either. So some of my. Let's talk about our favorite desserts and help us narrow them down. One of my favorites, of course, is banana pudding. It's the way my wife makes it.
If it's homemade and it's got real Nilla wafers in it.
Yeah.
And real bananas in it.
What other desserts?
I mean, who doesn't like lemon meringue? Without that?
It wouldn't be in my top three though.
Well, no, I'm just naming desserts.
A key lime cake.
Okay. No, is it shortcake? Cheesecake is good.
Man. I had a chocolate cheesecake with a it was like a graham cracker crust, of course, but it had chocolate chips and the Cool Whip on top. It had a drizzle of caramel across it. And I'm thinking all it needs is pretzel bits. And this thing is one of the greatest things I've ever had. I think it actually had peanut butter chips in it too.
I know what dessert I'd have.
What's that?
You can name all the ones you want. You'll never name this one.
Reese Cup Blizzard.
Did not just say that to me. You did not.
Okay.
You don't even have to say what just annoyed me.
I know you don't like blizzards. So anyway.
Oh, you called it a Reese Cup.
I know.
It's Reese's.
It is. It's Reese's Cup. All right. So what is your dessert?
Connie makes these amazing, they're little round circles like this, like about 1.5 inches or 2 inches circle diameter.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what, it's like a brownie. And then she puts, but it's got it's got like a peanut butter taste to it. And then she gets a Hershey Kiss. No. It's a chocolate brownie. And then she gets one of those small Reese's peanut butter cups and pushes it into it. Right. And then sticks it in the, hold on. Some
people do that with cookies.
Puts a thumb in it. And then some people do it with Hershey Kisses. But she'll make the brownie circle, put a thumbprint in it so that it cooks with that little indentation, and then she puts the Reese's peanut butter cup in it, and it melts, and oh man, I just have a plate full of those, which means my wife would have to come visit me, which would be awesome.
She might be the reason you're in. So So my coworker makes a red velvet cake.
Ooh.
Yep. All the way to the end, icing and everything.
Yeah.
Puts it in the fridge for a little while, brings it out, and then crumbles it up with his hands.
Really?
Crumbles it into a mess. Then makes balls, red velvet cake balls.
Oh, wow.
Dips them in bark chocolate and breaks them out, puts them in the freezer.
Bark is in B-A-R-K.
It's
not dark.
It's sold like in a bark cooking chocolate type thing. Yeah. But I guess it's a little more dark chocolate than milk chocolate. It's a very rich taste. In fact, he gets the Ghirardellis, I think is what he said. He gets the expensive one, puts them in the freezer, and then brings them in for us for like Christmas. I could just eat an endless bucket of those things.
Is that what you're going to get then?
That's probably my red velvet dipped. And I'm not a big red velvet cake person, but I love it mixed with chocolate because it's just chocolate that's colored anyway. So, but yeah, that's probably what I would get. Just thinking there's too many good desserts out there. I mean, you could come up with a Reese's Cup cheesecake. I mean, you could come up with all kinds of things like that. But yeah, I guess I would settle for that. Those are really, really good.
My wife's dessert because it's just incredible. And it's not something you can just get anywhere. She has to make it. So.
Yeah. So for the two entrees. It's weird because pizza is probably my favorite food. But it would not be one of my two entrees. You know, I couldn't pick one style, one type. What would you get? One slice, one personal pan. I mean,
no, it's bottomless.
I know, but I don't know. I think I would go for something else though. So one of my absolute that I would pick for my entrees is a medium cooked ribeye steak. I just love a pure plain steak, even without ketchup. I would get ketchup on the side.
Wait. You put ketchup on your steaks?
I have, yes.
I mean, because if you go to a really good steakhouse, and please do not put ketchup. Those things taste amazing without ketchup.
Can you bring your snooty nose back down, please, to earth, and just recognize that some people do like a little tomato sauce on their meat. So, just saying.
Okay, fine.
I don't mind ketchup on my steak, but anyway, I would probably have a ribeye, definitely a ribeye because of where the cut is. No. Yes, you will.
No, I will not. Because if I make you a steak and I season it just perfectly, and you put ketchup on it, I'm gonna smack you upside your bald head.
Now, if you season it properly, I would probably put nothing on it.
Well, there you go. So okay, good.
I'm just saying I have had ketchup
before. If you go to Ruth Chris or however you pronounce it.
No, I didn't get any ketchup there. No.
Well, they'd probably kick you out, but yeah. Okay, so you'd get a ribeye medium.
Medium cooked.
How much pink is in a medium? Just a little line.
Medium is your nose, so that's well done. That's medium. That's raw. That's how you tell the difference. This is well done.
Well done. What do you mean?
See how firm it is? That's well done.
Okay.
That's medium.
Your nose.
And that's raw down at the bottom.
There ain't nothing raw about my chin. What are you
loose.
talking?
Medium. So it would be pink, but it wouldn't be red juice coming out.
Well, okay.
But it would be juicy. That's why I like it pink.
All right. My first entree is absolutely a New York strip or a ribeye, either one. Huge and definitely medium rare.
Yeah.
I don't want it mooing on me, but man, I want a lot of pink. Oh, it sounds so good.
It does. You know, I was going to get hungry after this. Good thing I already ate.
I have no idea. Oh, I haven't. Thanks a lot. Connie will call me here in a minute. She'll be like, "Have you thought about dinner?" I'm like, you know what? How many times have you asked me that every day? How many times have I thought about dinner? I don't know.
Pick me up a sirloin, a big baked potato.
Yeah. Probably get wings or something.
All right. So what's your second entree?
Let's see what my choices are. Ooh, lasagna sounds good. It'd be nice to offset a steak with some Italian food. Yeah, I think I'd have like a lasagna.
You would like Terry's lasagna.
Yes, I would want Terry's lasagna.
Her three meat lasagna.
Yes.
Really good.
No mushrooms. Lots of cheese.
No, she hates mushrooms. No mushrooms.
Dude,
So
golly.
mine would probably be a stuffed lobster tail.
See, I like that. I like that.
Shrimp and scallops
Yeah.
stuffed in the lobster tail. I mean, if you ain't got to pay for it, might as well get the most expensive thing you can get. I'm a very surf and turf type person.
Remember when we got lobster from Maine, in Maine?
Yes.
Like freshly.
Like still alive when we picked them out? Yes.
Yes.
That was so good. Thank you, Dan.
Oh, man.
That was awesome.
All right. So for my last meal, or later this evening, a medium rare ribeye, a big old thing of lasagna, a baked potato with salt and oil, rubbed with salt and oil on the outside, put in aluminum foil, and put butter and bacon bits and cheese on it when I open it. And then I get macaroni and cheese with the crusty top and sweet potato casserole. I would not get the marshmallow part. And then for dessert, I'm getting Connie's amazing cookies. And for drinks, I'm getting Diet Coke and water just to kind of clean. The water is to kind of, after I have sweet potato casserole, drink a little water, clean my palate, have something else. That's what the water's for.
Just a palate cleanser. So mine would be medium cooked, not medium well, but medium.
Right.
So it's not quite, yeah. So medium ribeye. Let's go with a 48 ounce. And then a stuffed lobster tail with shrimp and scallops. And then that's about an $80 lobster tail. Actually, more than that. And then
doesn't matter, state's paying for it.
Around that, some seasoned potato wedges.
Oh.
With the French fry yum yum sauce. And sweet potato casserole with the marshmallows. Keep the nuts. I don't want the nuts. Just give me the marshmallows.
Yeah, I don't want marshmallows or nuts.
And then mac and cheese, barbecue mac and cheese.
With the crusty top.
With the crusty burnt in top.
Yeah.
And then my dessert is the red velvet cake balls dipped in chocolate, frozen.
Yeah. Gosh, I think I've had those.
You probably have. And then palate cleansing water with a voltage blue ice cold Mountain Dew, almost frozen Mountain Dew.
Out of the can?
Definitely out of the can.
Out of the can.
Or the bottle if they have the bottle, but not the plastic. Yeah. Like the glass bottle. I've never seen a glass bottle, so definitely the can. Oh my gosh. Bringing up cans. When you drink bottles for so long and then you bring up a can, it's like, give me more of this. Why haven't I had this?
I know. I was about to say that.
That's why I couldn't buy the can. I haven't had a soda since last September. But when I was drinking Blue Dew, Terry knew. In fact, no, we were in South Carolina, but we weren't with y'all. But anyway, we were in South Carolina, and she found Blue Mountain Dew at a store. She goes, David, they got it in cans. I said, buy every case they have because you cannot get that stuff. Who's beeping? Is that me beeping or me beeping?
It's Timothy trying to buzz me, and I need to
put
my computer on Do Not Disturb.
I thought my battery was dying. I'm like, I don't have anything on the battery. What are you? Okay. Yes. Cans versus bottles. Bottles are good, but there's just something about cans. Not plastic bottles. Yuck. Yes.
See, so the other day, I don't really like Coke out of a bottle, out of a plastic bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I like it out of an ice cold glass bottle. But the other day, I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna only pay 80 something cents and get a can of Diet Coke. It was really good. So much better than a bottled Diet Coke. Not as good as a fountain one.
Yeah. Over ice or out of the can?
Just out of the can.
Yeah.
Part of drinking it out of the can. And McDonald's and Chick-fil-A have the best Diet Coke mixture. Fountain, in my opinion.
So yeah, Chick-fil-A now, I just get the Diet Lemonade, which is just as strong as the regular lemonade.
It's good. Yeah.
It's very good.
Wow, I'm hungry.
So tonight, my mother-in-law was trying to figure out what to make for dinner. She does Mondays, and she called Terry and she goes, "Everything for chicken breast wrapped in bacon is on sale, so I'm gonna get it and make that for David and y'all tonight." It's one of my favorite meals. Have you ever had it?
Man, no. Well, yeah, probably.
It's the chip beef on the bottom.
Yeah.
Then you take the chicken tenders or breasts and you wrap them in raw bacon, lay those on top of the chip beef. Then you make sour cream and cream of chicken. and you cover the whole thing, and you bake it for like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
On low, and it's like, oh, it's amazing. I could eat. I eat it cold. I do eat it cold. It's so good.
Yeah. What is it with people that won't eat leftovers? What is it with those people?
Heathens.
And if you're one of those people, okay, I don't understand you. Why will you not eat leftovers?
You know what else is really good leftover? Lasagna.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Even cold. You ever had cold lasagna? Oh my gosh, it's so good.
It's like cold pizza.
Forget pizza. That's the best.
Cold pizza because it's lasagna. But
yes.
Oh man, I don't understand people that do not like leftovers. And I'm not even talking from the you're wasting food. No, I'm not even talking about from that perspective. I'm talking about well anyway, I'm not going to say that. But I mean it's just a preference. I just don't understand it because man, I love leftovers. Especially sometimes things are better, like chili. It's better the next day.
Don't even because spaghetti sauce is the same way. It's better the next day. Spaghetti sauce is always better the next day.
Oh yeah, man. When I pour that Prego sauce, it's always better. It tells me you weren't talking about Prego sauce.
No. Have you never made homemade spaghetti sauce?
No. You
should try it. It's very simple, and it's really up to taste. It's so good. When I made homemade spaghetti sauce, it was like, do I need to buy the cans anymore? I don't think I want to buy the cans anymore.
Yeah.
But it's like you still got to get stewed tomatoes and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to buy tomato paste and
if you want to thicken it, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all kinds of Italian seasonings and different garlic and herbs and stuff like that. But it's like you start with plain tomatoes and just take it from there. And so my next thing is to actually get real tomatoes from a garden location market, not from the store. I want to market red tomatoes, and start stewing them and go from there. I want to actually take it all the way because I'm not a big Italian person, but I like a good marinara sauce.
If you were Italian, you would be a big Italian person.
I'd be even bigger.
I'd be a big Italian person if I was Italian.
I did just buy a spring pan. Did I show you my my pizzacina?
No, you'll have to show it to me.
I'll show you that. I got to buy a new pan.
We're almost at an hour. Remember when we'd have 2.5 hour podcast episodes, and that was on the high end, but we always at least had 90 minutes.
Yeah. Remember? Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you just sent me that. My arm, my thumb. Oh my goodness. I don't know what you're cooking there, but it looks amazing. And that pan looks pretty cool too. Wait, what is that?
That's a spring, not that pan. It's actually out of the pan at this point. It's one of those spring pans that you open the side and lift it up.
Oh yeah. Like a cake pan.
Yes, a cheesecake pan. And I've never had one, so I bought one just to make this. And if you look at the inside, it's got Genoa salami. It's got pepperoni and
yes, cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Cheese, more cheese, and salami. And tomatoes, and some chives, some green peppers. That's all I see.
All right, so no tomatoes.
Some ham.
It's got green and orange peppers.
That's the red peppers.
It's got provolone. It's got mozzarella. It's got ham, salami, and pepperoni. All big slices.
I know I could have said those. Okay.
You did. You did pretty much.
Ham. It's right in the middle of the picture.
Yeah, but one slice will do you. It's so thick and it's so good. And that's just a pizza crust on top and bottom.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
That was fun. I enjoyed making that.
That was a lot of fun. All right, man. Well, I'm going to let you go because it's just you and I could talk forever, but we like to keep this episode short. You
don't sound too tired either.
I'm not.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Now enjoy the rest of your night.
I will. See y'all, everybody.